Okay, so I'm back. I promised in my last video that I was going to make a proper dryer vent. As you can see, this is what I'm using right now. That's the dryer vent Dr. hose right there, made of aluminum. Okay, and this is what I've been using. This little kit that was kicking around. You put a little water in the bottom there, and the dryer will vent the air out, and all the lint and stuff will get into the water. But as you can see, it doesn't kind of stay up on its own kind of thing. Um, and it's a pain. I don't have a vent through the wall, and I'm not going to drill a hole through the wall just for this. Just going to be more trouble than I need right now. Okay, but this is a two-piecer. I had to put a little duct tape on there. I had to do a little of that. It's a one-man operation here, people. I'm trying to get this thing off here. So as you can see, it's a two-piecer. And you put the water in here, and you see all the lint that's down the side of there. And you clean it out or whatever. It works not too bad, but this is a pretty powerful dryer. And if you don't have the proper airflow, it takes longer for the clothes to dry. So today we're going to make a better dryer vent system, and we're going to get busy on that. So let's get ready to make this thing. Okay, so I took everything apart. That's the aluminum vent right there, and that's the little kit. Okay, this kit works, but for me, I found it just as I said, it doesn't stay up. I need something more stable. So this is what we're going to work with here. A bucket that I had kicking around, and this is a top I bought from Home Depot. I went to Home Depot to buy the top and the bottom, but I remembered I have this old one here, this white one here. So this cost me about, I don't know, about $3 I think for the lid. Okay, this is an old bucket. It's got some paint stains in there, but it's fine. Okay, we're not going to be spending a lot of money on this stuff here, people. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put some holes for venting all around the top here. Okay, so I'm going to do some marking. And in the middle, this puppy here, okay, we'll go right in the middle, like that, right? Let's see if I can. And so the main hose will go in the middle, and I'll have some venting around here. And that's pretty well it. So I just have to drill some holes, and I'll show you how I'm going to do that. And we're going to go from there. We're almost done. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the vent right like so in the middle of the bucket. And with the marker here, I'm going to draw a circle around, and that's where I'm going to cut. And then I'm going to make holes all around the side of the top of the bucket. Okay then? And that's what's next. Okay, so that's done. Drew a circle right in the middle. Doesn't have to be perfect, okay? If you want it perfect, fine. Get the geometry set out, but just a simple circle in the middle for the vent, and then I'll do the sides and cut them out. Okay, so I'm going to do some cutting, making some holes in the top lid. I'm going to use a jigsaw to cut the middle out, okay? Now you can use anything. You can use an X-Acto knife, whatever you have kicking around, it'll cut. This is just plastic. So I'm going to cut this hole and let you see the results after. Okay, so I just used this jigsaw here, and I cut a hole, okay, in the middle, and now I've already spaced out where I'm going to cut the exhaust holes. Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to try first within a forster bit. Okay, this is usually used for wood, but this plastic is pretty easy to get through. So we'll see how this works out. Okay, so it's all done. With the forster bit, I went all the way through, all the way around. Okay, made the vent holes. So let's go back downstairs and kind of put all this together. There you go. Okay, so let's put it together. So this project basically cost me about $3. I just bought a lid for an old bucket that I have. Okay, it's got some stains in it, but who cares? It's not gonna, bother me. It's just gonna be a dryer exhaust and lint and stuff going in there. I have to clean it eventually, anyways. Which is just take it outside and dump it. Okay, you're gonna fill this bucket up about halfway with water. Okay, you just take this, you snap it on here like so. Okay, like that. Okay, you take the vent hose, you pop it in there. I made it a little bit bigger. It ain't gonna pop out, people. It ain't gonna pop out. Make it nice and clean. You can go and make it pretty and buy a little like exhaust duct adapter there and make it look nice and pretty. But as I said, this is like a $3 project. Okay, and that's basically it. You basically put it where you need to put it, like so. All right, and your project is done. Okay, so this is how it works. There's the dryer, it's on, and it's venting into the bucket. I have it half full of water. Okay, now as I said, you can make this a little pretty if you want. You can get the lower half orange as well too, and you can buy a dryer duct quick connect for the top, which helps this be nice and perfectly straight in the middle and all that fun stuff, which costs you about another $10-15 or whatever. But this project here cost me about $3 just for a lid and an old bucket. Okay, I got plenty of venting there. One other warning: do not use this with a gas dryer. Only electric dryers we can get away with this. Okay, because the gas dryer, there's venting situations there where you don't want to mess with. Okay, so only for electric dryers. Okay, and that's your simple little project to do. And if you don't want to drill a hole through your wall there to vent this outside, this is your alternative. Thanks for watching.